Hello everyone, it's Leo, and it's time to talk about episode 37 from Hirogaru's PreCure, a very laid-back and adorable episode, and I feel like those types of episodes work very well when you are invested and connected with the team that they're showing. I love the Hirogaru team. I love all of the characters, and I am happy by just watching them doing nothing on screen. I just get happy with nothing, like with just them appearing and talking to each other and doing nothing. So this episode was super, super lovely for me. I feel like there's obviously a little bit more focus on Mashiro and Ageha, especially on their friendship, a little stronger focus on Mashiro, and I just loved it. It was super, super cute. This episode also gave us a new eye catch, which is super beautiful. This time showing the Cures again and showing Cure Majesty for the first time. I loved this new visual so much. And so the episode had the plot of Mashiro's and Ageha's friendship and how they got to know each other. They were checking out a photo album, and in there they saw a picture of Mashiro and Ageha when they were children, when they were younger. And there were so many adorable pictures of Mashiro, and there was this special one. So they decided to go on a little trip and check out that tree that was in the background of the picture because it meant something for their friendship. They didn't exactly remember what happened at that time, but now they want to check out and try to retrieve their memories. I found that very adorable, having a little trip with all the friends to relieve some memories and to connect with something you lost in the past. I love that. We had so many adorable moments with the team just having fun and taking Shiro for a walk, just searching for the tree. It was super heartwarming. I loved it. There were some Tsubasa moments that were very funny. The scenery was very, very beautiful. And I also liked the way that Mashiro and Ageha kept on remembering little things about their friendships, little details about that special day that they got to become friends. And at that moment, by seeing things, And I found that scene of the hat super, super adorable. When Elle lost her hat and they started running after it, Mashiro and Ageha remembered when Mashiro lost her hat when she was a little child. It was kind of like heartwarming to see them reliving those memories by living them again in a different way now. I found that super cute, and them acknowledging that certain things happened in the past and them not knowing the full picture without actually living certain things again. That was very cool. And when they got back to the house and they ate delicious stuff with the lady, and then they were checking out the picture again, Elle noticing that the hat was there in the tree, and them going back and asking her where the tree was. Well, they found it, and the tree wasn't there any longer. And all those memories concerning the tree and the lost hat, they were somehow very eye-opening to me, because when I look at Mashiro's character, I really think of someone who grew a lot, and the heart of Mashiro is really clear now that she has lived so many moments with this team, the Hirogaru team. So the hat was in the tree, and both of them were looking, and Ageha started climbing the tree up, trying to get the hat back. She wasn't successful in that. There was a squirrel, and the squirrel stopped her, and she fell down, and she hurt herself a little bit. But at that moment, Ageha started crying. Not Ageha, Mashiro started crying. And, she was able to show that she was very worried for Ageha's safety and for her health. And she wanted her to go to the hospital just by falling down a little bit. And, that's a very child thing. And that's a very innocent thing as well. Like, this is pure. This is a pure feeling of concern. And you show that to someone you like. And that is why she was showing those feelings to Ageha, because at that moment, she was really feeling that she was Ageha's friend. And it took all of the courage in her to ask Ageha if Ageha wanted to be friends with her. That was everything to me. And Ageha just answered by saying, I'm already your friend. And I also loved that the hat wasn't there just because, you know, the squirrels were taking it as a nest and they were having like this adorable time in it. And so like, okay, it's okay if I lose my hat if it's for the squirrels. I found that very adorable. And so they were able to take some pictures as a group of friends, very lovely and obviously funny pictures too, because why not? And the skier had appeared and the fighting scene started. The fighting scene wasn't like super well animated, but I liked it because it was full of action and choreography. They really tried to do something with this fighting scene. It wasn't just the girls standing there. You know, they really tried and they hit it hard and they didn't look weak. We had Sky and Majesty really taking the spotlight at the start, and then Wing helping, and then Prism was like, okay, now I'm gonna have my own time. Please take his attention somewhere else before I get my powers. And then they all started doing something. Even Butterfly had her moment with her power up, with her ice powers this time around. Very cute. And Mashiro, or Cure Prism, used her solo attack, and she created her own technique, her own strategy to this fight. And she really did it. But obviously, it wasn't just, oh, let's break the weapon of the monster and then use the powers. Obviously, that's what happened, but it was just a metaphor for Prism's character. So at the end, they went back and, you know, the tree wasn't there any longer. But what matters is that the friendship that was born because of that tree is still standing. And the tree is still standing because we see a little branch coming out of it. And the one thing that I found the most heartwarming is the fact that this was really a metaphor for Mashiro's character. In the fighting scene, she used her powers slowly but surely. Lots of times, until it worked out. And that is just like Mashiro in her life. She has her own pace, she has her own rhythm in doing things, but she is always trying. She's always trying to break out of her shell. She's always trying to do different things. She's always trying to she's always trying new approaches in life. And she eventually gets it. But she knows that it will take a couple of tries for her to get there. And isn't that life for everybody? Isn't that it how it goes for us? I love that so much. Oh my God. And the way that she looked at herself by saying, I'm in a place of my life right now that I wasn't when I was a child. I grew a lot, just like that tree, because that tree might have been taken down, but that little branch is also growing, just like me, in its own pace. Slowly but surely. I love Hirogaru Sky so much. I love Mashiro so much. What a special episode this was. I loved it. I'm sorry, just have to say I love it. My hero corner for episode 37 was when Mashiro asked Ageha to be friends with her. I feel like that just goes to show how Mashiro has grown so much after all these years, because now she's a very different person, but she's been trying her best in life since she was a kid, since she was very small. She wanted a friend with Ageha, and she got a very good friend because their relationship is incredible. And even though Ageha is my favorite, I really think that this was a big highlight for Mashiro's character. It was a little highlight for Ageha too, but most specifically for Mashiro. What a great character she is. Anyways, this was my view on episode 37 from Hirogaru Sky PreCure. Very lovely. I love you, Mashiro. You're so adorable. Anyways, this is it. Want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. If you are a member, thank you very much for your support. And if you've watched up until now, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.